Hello, and here's the tutorial for July 12th. We're doing page 108, and it's called If. And you'd do good to listen to David Gates on YouTube to kind of get an idea how it should sound. Couple different rhythms that we're using. One is, and you'll see this on your copy when you get your copy of all the changes. We're going to use guitar 4/4, guitars 4/4, and make sure you have your Orchestra Plus off. And then we're going to use, the other one that we could use if you don't have that one would be under soft and easy. It's called guitars. And I'd use number 4 under the preset, which is duet strings. It works pretty good. And turn off the Orchestra Plus on this one too. Okay. And what we're going to be doing is when we get to the end, when you final ending, because you know, if we turn off the Orchestra Plus or the Genie, we don't get the full scope of the ending. We don't want it on the beginning, on the intro, because we're going to make up our own. But here's right at the end of the song. You can do this anytime while you're holding that G up there. And turn on your Orchestra Plus for final ending and use ending number 1 on both of those rhythms and you'll be good. So, yes, page 108. And if you look at the top of the page, there you see G, G major 7, G 7, C, C minor 6, G and C minor, and then the D 7th for 3 beats. And then you go into the beginning of the song, the 4 and, catch the 4 and. And so, you know, all you're going to do is just play the chords in the left hand, okay? It's kind of what they do, it's kind of what David does on his guitar when he plays. A couple different chords that you're going to, G major 7th, I think everybody knows how to do that. If you don't know, G major 7th, you can do it the easy play way. It'd be a G and an F sharp played together in the left hand. And that's a major 7th. It's not a dominant 7th. Down here, if this is first page, if you want to do the chord that they use, it's called an E minor with a sharp 7th. So it's E, G, B, which is your E minor chord, and a D sharp. And that sounds really good. You start with the E, G, B, and E minor, E, G, B, D sharp, and E, G, B, D. It's a really nice progression, and we'll hear that on the when I play through it. Or if you don't like to do that, if that's too hard, just use a B7. So either or. And there's one on page 2, the same thing. And again, if you don't want to use that 4-part chord, you can use the B7th, works fine. Let's see here. Okay, so like on the intro, I'm going to set this up here. Well, let's talk about setup here first, okay? First of all, I've got guitars 4/4, and we got it set at 90 beats per minute. It's pretty slow. And there's my levels. I turned the bass down a little bit. There is the Orchestra Plus is off, okay. And let's see here. What in the world's that thing doing? Okay. Yeah, we're good there. That's under guitarist on the Sterling. It might be elsewhere on your organ if you have a newer version. And then for guitars, don't get dizzy. This is under soft and easy, and this is guitars. They're very much alike, very much alike. And again, the Orchestra Plus is off. So that's why we're making our own introduction, as well as it's more like David plays it and sings it. Okay, so let's go back to the first one, which is guitars 4/4. And basically, I've got the bright guitar. Okay. I added strings 8-foot to it. I went to the More button here under Harmony, and I put Country on. That's under Harmony. You do that, Country Harmony, it sounds nice. I do the dynamic keying, but if you're not used to playing piano, I would not use that. So I think that's pretty well it on that particular one. And again, at the end, we're going to turn on the Orchestra Plus just for the final ending. And you can do that anytime during that ending with 4 measures of 4 beats each. You've got plenty of time to do it. Okay, so then if we go to, let's go here. So the second one is guitars. And the way I set that up was to take the duet strings and basically what we did there, is just added a duet. Okay, under Harmony. And I had to take the bass down a little bit. So a lot of times you have to adjust those things just a tad. If one is a little bit too loud, you're not loud enough. It's just those tiny adjustments. And of course on this one too, the Orchestra Plus is off. Okay, so basically I'll explain the rest of it. This is pretty much the setup that we'll be using. And on the next video, we'll actually play it and I'll show you how to do the introduction that we have up here. And each one of those, G major 7, G7, are held for 4 beats, and then the D7 for 3 beats, and then we come in at the beginning. So I think you have that. You have the chords. If you don't want to do those hard ones, just do the easier one at that point. All right, so that's it for this week, and the song will follow.